Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Big Mouth. Now, I don't like talking about politics because I don't agree with the political system. I think it's wrong way to run the world. But I have to talk about this because when there's an injustice in the world, it really does captivate me, and I have to say something. And I have to say something about this Jeremy Corbyn thing. Now, first of all, let me explain to you what anti-Semitism means. Anti-Semitism is a term for racism against Jewish people. Yes, they even have their own word. They're that powerful. So let's talk about this. So some of the Jewish community, especially the members of the Labour Party, are accusing Labour and Jeremy Corbyn of being anti-Semitic. Now, why are they doing this? Well, Jeremy Corbyn has been talking about what Israel have been doing to the Palestinians. Now, for any fair-minded person, what Israel are doing in Palestine and to the Palestinians is so wrong, is so cruel, is so barbaric that any decent person with any caring fibre in their bodies will be talking against this. Now, the Jewish community are not happy about this. So they're accusing him of being anti-Semitic. Here's the truth. The Jewish community are one of the most wealthiest communities in the world. And Jeremy Corbyn poses a threat to that wealthy community because if he ever becomes Prime Minister, he will target the wealthy. He will tax them to the hilt and give that money to the poor and the needy because Jeremy Corbyn is a socialist. And he says it how it is. So they're using this, him taking the side of the Palestinians and saying things like they're just as bad as Nazi Germany, as something to throw at him. You see, they're not really offended by Jeremy Corbyn. They don't really believe he's anti-Semitic. But they're hoping they can create a shitstorm that gets him thrown out the Labour Party because they know there's a big reality of Jeremy becoming Prime Minister. And they don't want the money they've got piled up to the moon, to be taken away from them. So you're getting very, very wealthy Jewish people trying to set a precedent. If you go on Twitter, I follow an actress called Tracy Ann Oberman, and she's Jewish. Now, I have a great deal of respect for the Jewish community. They are the most enterprising, clever, intelligent communities you will ever come across. And they are a community that look out for each other. They will give each other work. They are very close-knit. And I really respect them for that. Although I don't respect the fact that they don't help anyone else out apart from each other. But that's another issue. Now, you may call me anti-Semitic for saying this, but I'm not. Because I've just told you, I have an admiration for them. They run the entertainment industry, basically. But again, the issue is they only give each other jobs. Now, that's not why I'm doing this video. I'm doing this video because they are accusing Jeremy Corbyn of a lie, of being anti-Semitic. And he is not. He has seen the plight of the Palestinian people and he's stood up. There are many, many good Jewish people who are trying, along with the Palestinians, trying to cause a situation to stop this cruelty of what the Israeli government are doing. So not all the Jews agree with what Israel are doing. In fact, a big proportion of Jewish people don't agree with it and are fighting alongside people like Jeremy Corbyn to do something about this. But there are some people, a faction of the Jewish community, that don't want to lose their wealth. Now, there's someone like Sir Alan Sugar, who's a very wealthy man. If you've heard of him, he used to own Tottenham Football Club. He is now turned against Jeremy Corbyn. He's also Jewish. He's also very wealthy. He also knows that if Jeremy Corbyn becomes Prime Minister, he will lose a lot of his money. He will be taxed to the hilt. It's all about money, people. It's not about Jeremy Corbyn being anti-Semitic or a racist. The Jewish community know that. They know that. People like Tracy Ann Oberman know he's not anti-Semitic. but they're so wealthy, so powerful. He may even try and make the entertainment industry a fairer place, and they don't want to lose the power they have. I hate putting people in boxes. I treat people individually, not as not if they're transgender or gay or straight or whatever nationality. I look at people individually, and I either like you or I don't. But I don't judge you on whether you're gay, straight, American, Asian. I judge you on who you are. So I don't like putting people in boxes. Now, some of the Jewish community do seem to like to put themselves in one box. They really enjoy reminding us through the power they have within the entertainment industry about what they went through in the Second World War. But these are the facts that you're not told. It wasn't just them that were gassed and tortured by the Nazis. There were many other nationalities and religions. They don't tell you that. They believe it's their war, they were the victims, and this is kind of the history lesson we've been getting all this time. That is not true. So many people, so many good people, good nationalities, good religions getting tortured. It wasn't just the Jews, but that's the history that we've been told. They certainly did suffer. The Jews have another term, a Holocaust denier, which means, I suppose, in a way, I'm not denying the Holocaust. I'm not denying that they went through a bad time. But what I'm saying is they wasn't the only ones. So what the Jewish community is, because they're so intelligent, they know how to market situations to try and make you look like a bad person for speaking the truth. So this is what's happening to Jeremy Corbyn, because they know he's going to come after every single wealthy business person if and when he gets into power. So they're trying to stop him. They've tried everything to get Labour to boot him out, and it hasn't worked. He's got a lot of support. Now, the whole party aren't for him. That's true. But if you look at his opinion polls and his rating, they're pretty strong. He's still beating Theresa May, but he should be beating Theresa May by more because she's such a weak Prime Minister. Not just because she's a Tory, but because she's Theresa May and she's not very good at her job. I mean, the woman's a clown. But what I will say about Theresa May, she was anti-Brexit. She is trying to delay tactics within Brexit and the negotiations to get this thing extended so somehow this can be broken. That's what she's really trying to do privately. Publicly, she's saying the British people have voted and we must honour that decision. But in reality, the reason no deal's been struck with Brussels is because she's trying to delay the situation because she knows the UK cannot survive within a Brexit situation. But we're not talking about Brexit. We're talking about anti-Semitism. We're talking about the Labour Party, the good name of the Labour Party. The Labour Party created the National Health Service. The Tories are trying to bring it down. But it's not just the wealthy Tories who are trying to label Jeremy Corbyn as anti-Semitic. This has come from people within the Labour Party who are Jewish. And I tell you people, this is a lie. This is a good man who tries to fight for the weak and the disabled. This is a good man who wants to come into power, not for his own personal profit, but to make the country a better place. Because right now the UK isn't a better place. The UK is about racism, about far-right extremism, about cruelty, about hate. That's not what Jeremy Corbyn's about. But this guy's a very clever, intelligent man, because every time they throw a bomb at him, he throws one back, with twice the explosive power. So you're dealing with a very clever man. So who's winning this war with the Jewish community versus Corbyn? Well, Corbyn's winning because they haven't got rid of him. Now, it's interesting because Tracy Ann Oberman on Twitter has been talking about these Jewish Labour voters and these people who don't like Corbyn within the Labour Party creating their own party. So my thought is, right, so a bunch of wealthy Jews are going to create their own party. So it won't be Conservative, it won't be Labour, it'll be in the middle. It'll be a bunch of greedy rich people who don't care about the poor, don't care about the world they live in, and just want to line their own pockets and look after each other. So they'll be just as bad as the Tories. If you're a Labour voter, believe in Jeremy Corbyn. Believe in Jeremy Corbyn because he's a good man fighting a good fight. And what they're saying about him, and this is why I'm doing this video, is a lie. He's not anti-Semitic. He's not racist. Anyone who sees the situation in Palestine knows what Israel are doing is cruel. It's cruel. Now, that isn't anti-Semitism. That isn't racism. That's a fact. This is Big Mouth. I'm Nick Meanus. If you like the videos, please subscribe. Press the little bell so you don't miss anything. Spread the word. I don't care if you agree with me or not. Comment down below. Press the thumbs up. Press the thumbs down. I don't care. Just interact with me. Let's talk. But let's keep things clean. Just because you disagree with me doesn't mean you have to be nasty, does it? I haven't been nasty. I've been pretty polite, straight to the point. So I look forward to hearing your response to this video.